What's going on, YouTube Nation? This is Dark Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit notification bell so you don't miss future videos. So I really like CEPI ETF. I believe it's no joke for income. Now I just bought 3 dividend growth stocks. I'm going to reveal that for you tomorrow. Might be 4 actually. But I'm going to show you the trends with CEPI ETF. This is why it's a really good deal for me to buy more shares of them. Now, again, there's no guarantee. I'll do a quick review on them. But I think long-term wise, they're way better than MSTY ETF. I'm going to provide my rationales. They also have a better expense ratio. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Smash that like button. Let's check out CEPI right now. So CEPI, the Rex Crypto Equity Premium Income ETF, sitting at 36.77. It's sitting right now, it's down 28.09%. Total wise in the past year, it's down $14.36. So it started off at 50, it's down. It appears to be almost at a point of maybe equilibrium or a good price that it normally should be, which is good. So the one thing I like about CEPI, and we're going to compare it to MSTY real quick. Now currently MSTY is start of the year, MSTY is down 7.49%. CEPI is down 20.96%. So you're going to say, well, what are you doing? You really, these numbers show that MSTY is way better. But I'm going to show you something that's really nice about CEPI compared to MSTY long-term. Because again, I'm a high-yield dividend investor. I'm a dividend growth investor, a hybrid. I'm a value investor in a hybrid. When I see good deals, I buy them. I have an ETF. Pretty much I created my own ETF through M1 Finance. So my goal is to enjoy really good passive income with my investments. And with the Rex Crypto Equity Premium Income ETF, that's going to be nice. Now, I also have shares of MSTY. I'm going to have an MSTY versus BTCI challenge. Long-term wise, if I own 200 shares of MSTY, how much am I going to get in distributions? How is the NAV going to be versus BTCI with the NEOS? But the Rex Crypto Equity Premium Income ETF has some tricks up their sleeve to help them. And I'm going to go over that. So they own stocks invested in crypto-related activities. They write covered calls, which equal premium income potential. So its sector is mainly financials. Rex Crypto Equity Premium Income ETF's investment objectives are capital appreciation and current income. Now, again, investing in CEPI is not equivalent to investing directly in cryptocurrency. So here's its distribution: 169, 157, 145, 132. So this is what's important. The BITA, the Crypto Assets and Digital Payments Index, they call it the index, is a rules-based composite index that tracks the market performance of 25 companies listed on recognized exchanges based in the US that are actively engaged in crypto-related activities, such as cryptocurrency mining, trading, custody, blockchain technology development, and creation of digital payment solutions. The index is weighted by a modified free float market capitalization and reconstituted quarterly and rebalanced monthly, providing a dynamic reflection on market trends. So we got Robinhood. Its percentage is 6.55%. MSTR Microstrategy is 5.95%. So right there, the number of shares it held, it does have shares of actual MSTR, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. It has actual shares of Robinhood. It has actual shares of New Holdings. It has actual shares of Coinbase. It has actual shares of Mara. It has actual shares of Tesla, excuse me. Actual shares of Micron Technology. Actual shares held of NVIDIA. And actual shares of Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing. It also has CleanSpark. But look at the weighing percentage of Microstrategy. So it does have some actual Microstrategy. Guess what? The YieldMax ETF, MSTY, does not have actual shares held of MSTR. So we're going to go over that, which could be an issue long term, as I've been saying for a while. You have a distribution rate with MSTY that's 71.36%. But if you say, oh, yeah, reinvest, you're going to get returns. Okay, but, the thing is, Jay and Mike did say long-term wise, it might not be a good idea. So look at its distribution with the NAV starting to, when it decreases, $4.12, $2.52, $3.03, $2.33, $1.94, $1.85, $4.19, $4.42, $3.08, $2.27, $2.02, $1.37, $1.33. What happens if Bitcoin's stagnant? What happens if MSTR is stagnant? These guys drop significantly in their income distribution decreases over time. So you have a problem there when things are not good. This is why I have said that SCHD ETF is a better investment than MSTY long-term wise, because you can kind of predict what's going on. So I'm going to jump to SCHD. So jumping to SCHD, you have dividend growth. That's one thing that's very nice. It has a 4.03% dividend yield. But you need to think long-term wise, and I said this before with the YieldMax ETFs, the tortoise and the hare. Yes, things are looking really good for some of the YieldMax ETFs. But you have CEPI and you have SCHD that has significant dividend growth, and they actually kick out companies that aren't cutting it. KeyCorp, for example, they aren't cutting it, they get replaced. So KeyCorp's out, Target's in. Target has good dividend growth. So I want you guys to realize long-term wise that you have SCHD and CEPI who are probably going to be more consistently better than MSTY in the long run. Now you saw what happened to TSLA. You're going to see NAV erosion with these YieldMax ETFs. I'm going to tell you this again and again and again. Long-term investments, it may not be a good thing. And CEPI are better long-term investments. SCHD, they're better long-term investments. Well, you say, well, if you reinvest, reinvest. What happens if crypto takes a big hit? You're in trouble with MSTY. SCHD, the market takes a hit. I'm buying. They usually rebound. They have good companies in them. Even CEPI with actual holdings. See, the problem with the synthetic calls is there's going to be a decrease in NAV, which can cause erosion, which can cause a decrease in distribution. There's not always going to be a bull market with crypto. That's why it's good to be diversified. That's why it's good to not rely on the YieldMax ETFs for retirement. Things are good. Things are great. I'm not complaining in a bull market with the YieldMax ETFs. Made a lot of money. Believe me, my taxes covered. I had to pay some taxes on it. But I used the income for MSTY to buy dividend ETFs dividend growth ETFs like SCHD. Its income actually has paid for SCHD. And I'm going to use its income continuously to buy SCHD because it's going to win in the long run. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that when I future videos. I will have a video for you tomorrow. I'm really kind of done really discussing MSTY, this, that, these, and those. I'm going to show you my investing strategy with these dividend growth stocks tomorrow. Long-term wise, there's some tough juggernauts. You guys take care and have a good one. And I'm going to jump to my disclaimer. So as a reminder, this is a disclaimer. Do not use my YouTube channel for any form of financial advice. It's strictly for entertainment purposes only. Investing is a big risk. You can gain money, you can lose money. So be aware and do your due diligence. I own CEPI, I own MSTY, I own SCHD. I cannot confirm that I'm going to be long with MSTY. Just going to tell you that right now. I prefer SCHD as a ETF over MSTY in a heartbeat. You have to do your due diligence when it comes to investing. So you go to your financial advisor for financial advice. You go to your tax advisor for tax advice. Don't ask me for any form of that advice. I'll just give you a referral. So just be aware, do your due diligence, be smart, be a smart investor, and you'll be in good shape. Take care.